Live from Los Angeles. Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa Land. I'm so excited to welcome to Miss Julie Jolie. You make life just a little more beautiful every
nice
single
to meet
day.
You.
Oh, thank you, guys.
You look beautiful. Your name is beautiful.
So on brand, because as the founder of International Heals, right, it's your mission to make the world a little bit more beautiful without the price tag.
Yep.
So tell us about your blog.
Okay, so it's a blog for fashionable mommies. Yes, we talk everything about love, fashion, mommy problems, relationship problems, just anything. Anything that's important to women.
So we'd love to hear your story. We know that, so many women out there want to be bloggers. They want to be in the lifestyle on laptop and doing all this online stuff, but I know it's not an easy journey. So tell us a little bit about the things you've had to overcome to get there.
It's very hard nowadays because everybody started 10 years ago and I decided to do it 3 years ago. So there's a lot of us nowadays. So you really have to be very persistent. You have to advertise way more. Just do it way harder than everybody else.
Isn't it almost like, would you say it's, without capital, would you say it's impossible? What would that be like for someone out there?
I did it on very low budget, so I think it is still possible. It's just harder. I think people think, oh, it's so easy. I write a little bit in the morning for 5 minutes. I take 2 pictures and it's done. But no, there's so much you need to edit. I did my website myself. I did my store myself. I just have to do everything myself. So you have like 10 jobs in one. Yeah.
What do you feel like makes your work and your platform different from other people's?
Well, first of all, it's different because I'm from another country. So a lot of my followers are international. And they are inspired because it's probably harder for me than it is for somebody else to make it. First of all, I'm writing in English. It's not my first language.
What is your first language?
Russian, German. I was born in Russia, raised in Germany. So.
How long have you lived here?
Like 7 years now.
Tell us about that journey for you.
That was I just decided to come here. I didn't know anything about laws or how to do it, and everybody in Germany was like, oh my God, are you crazy? Like, you don't just emigrate into America. It's not so easy. So it took me a long time. I had to waitress, hostess, live in a room with a roommate, like in one room with my best friend. And I was living in New York first. So New York is even harder. It's like one of the toughest cities, I think, to make it. And yeah, it was just really hard. And it started getting better when I moved here to LA and started setting better goals. First I was like, oh, let me see what happens. I was like going with the flow. I didn't really know what to do. And when I came here, I was like, okay, now I gotta move my toches. And
you've done it, and you've mastered living a very beautiful life. You've got some great tips on how to do that on a budget. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, so I think you don't need to spend much money to look glamorous and pretty. And there's a couple of tips always. Look at the material. I think that's one of the most important things. Polyester doesn't look that great, for example, but if you do faux leather, it always looks expensive. Everybody thinks, oh my God, it's a $5,000 dress. What else? Pearls, I think is important. If you can invest in one thing, I would invest in expensive shoes or purse. Because if you're wearing Louboutins, everybody's going to think, oh my God, she is.
I think that a lot of women, with the blogging and the filters and the this and that, with the lifestyle that people are seeing, I think that a lot of the young women in particular are needing relatability. They're needing leaders that are being vulnerable in their own personal story.
Yeah.
Do you do that? How do you become vulnerable with your viewers?
You try to tell the truth and show them how it is. And as a mommy, we all know how hard that is. And you cannot always look glamorous and pretty. And it's just about what you think and what you want to do.
Yeah. So what is your mission?
My mission is to empower women, empower mommies, and empower people who come here. And I'm saying this, everything is possible. Even if it's your second language. I mean, I wrote a book. So
Which is amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, in a second language. So you can do it. You can do anything you want.
English is my first language, and I struggle every day. And I'm not even
Right?
joking.
I
I
know.
literally do. I'm like, really?
Right, it's hard
Like,
enough to come up with a creative caption for Instagram.
Exactly.
Write a book in another language.
Absolutely, yes. So you are a star that way.
Oh, thank
Really.
you.
Impressive, very impressive. Congratulations.
Tell people where they can find you and your store.
So my store is called Jolie Beverly Hills. You can just Google it. And Instagram is International Heels, and the blog too. So yeah, follow me.
Well, thank you so much, Julie, for being here.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good Morning La La Land.